these molecules can be derivatized to suit the particular requirement for the drug development. Coming to the fatty acids, we have three different things. One is oleic acid, linoleic acid and palmitic acid. What difference you find is that in oleic acid you have one unsaturation, that's a double bond which you see here in this case, and in linoleic acid you have two double bonds, that is the unsaturation increase. But when we come on to palmitic acid, it's not unsaturated fatty acid, it's a saturated fatty acid. The oleic acids are very important because it's going to increase the good cholesterol and reduce the bad cholesterol in our system. The same way linoleic acid also has the same property and inflammatory activities. But coming to palmitic acid, because it's saturated, it doesn't show any of these effects, but sometimes it's not good for our health. We have products from neem berries. When we have neem cream and lotion, when your gums are getting swollen up, you can use it as anti-inflammatory. The dosage and the side effects, because you are going to intake the molecules. The next is turmeric. We all know it is manjal. It is also called arinam or peedam. The turmeric holds profound cultural significance in Tamil Nadu, featuring traditional medicine, ritual and cuisines. And this is one of the reasons why we use these manjal or turmeric in our daily use. And the Tamil tradition, turmeric is used to promote the curcumins, and we have demethoxycurcumin. That is, what we see here is curcumin, two different forms. This is a keto form, this is a enol form. And I was talking to you about these keto-enol tautomerization, where you have what? Keto group here, and you have a OH group. These two are transformed from one another. And coming to the demethoxycurcumin, we have what? This methoxy group is removed, and we call it as demethoxycurcumin. And in this, both the methoxy groups, that is one, all these are very active compounds and very important compounds in anti-cancer activity as well. Right. And you will see the importance when I go on further. The biological uses of these, when I talk about curcumins, it's a powerful antioxidant, neutralizes the free radical, and these anti-inflammatory reduce inflammation and swelling. Anti-cancer may inhibit cancer cell growth. It is a neuroprotective as well as it is anti-arthritic medicine which is used as to alleviate symptoms of arthritis. These demethoxycurcumin and bis demethoxycurcumin are very important in liver health, which supports liver function. It acts as an antioxidant, and whenever a molecule is showing antioxidant activity, you will see that it will be biologically active, and this is a primary test that we perform before we go on for the drug development. And is also showing cardiovascular health, may improve health in the heart. And this is the next molecule which is present in the turmeric, which is called turmeron, and this is going combination of all these, and so the turmeric as such is a very good medicine because it supplement all the other activities. This is an India herb which is taken by US, and they have claimed the patent, and you know that whenever a patent is claimed and registered, they get the right, and when we want to do something, a modification here, we have to go and beg to them, ask them for So again, once this is done, again the US goes for a patent. Now they have gone for a bioprotectant composition method of use and extraction process. So now they have not claimed for the chemical as such, but they have gone for what is called as a method where they claim that this method is patented. Can I go on to the next? Again, United States shows that the bioavailable curcuminoids formulation for treating Alzheimer's disease and other age-related disclosure is patented by US, and they are still holding these patents. The important thing that we have to understand is that our medicine plants, our herbs, are taken by some foreign countries into a medicine for our own. And this is the reason why we should be very cautious about our own herbs, and we should be working on our own medicine and then develop it further and also have the patent so that we will not allow others to take it. The next plant that we are going to talk about is tulsi, which is the Osmium sanctum, which is a holy basil. And the chemical constituents that we have in this, we have eugenol, which is an essential oil, oxalic acid, osimarin, rosmanic acid, asparagine, and carifolin, beta carifolin, all these in what we have in tulsi. What you see is in eugenol, and if you look at the drugs or the molecules that I am talking as a natural products, you will be finding aromatic ring. You will also be finding the hydroxy. Sometimes you are methoxy, sometimes it will be a carbonyl, and these two will be in outflow for this to act as a medicine, right? So what we see, we have aromatic ring, we also have ortho linkage, and these are going to help us in finding the molecule to be active. You will be seeing these in many of the molecules which I am going to discuss, and some of the molecules which I already discussed. The therapeutic anti-cancer potential of this is given in this, where you will see that this eugenol is having anti-cancer activity, and it is used for breast cancer, lung cancer, and all other types of cancer as well. The oxalic acid, which is again from tulsi, is one of the most common and extensively researched pentacyclic triterpene, is 3-hydroxy N28 oic acid, where it is going to be a very common linkage which is going to be for the terpenoid, and it is going to be the steroid linkage, and then you have the side groups, that is the side chain, which is going to differentiate it from other acids and molecules. Why this is called an acid is because you have what is called as a carboxylic acid. You have a carbamide along with the like holy basil. Not only in basil, it will also be found in rosemary. Exhibit medicinal potential due to its anti-inflammatory and antioxidant properties. It may aid in managing various health concerns such as skin conditions by promoting skin health and reducing inflammation. Additionally, oxalic acid's role in supporting cardiovascular disease and metabolic function is under study, which is now under study and which will be developed further. And the next molecule, natural product we see is osimarin from the same plant. As I told you, you'll see that it's having OH and a carbonyl and an extended chain. And then we have rosmarinic acid, is a natural polyphenolic compound found in various plants along with this particular plant tulsi. It plays a significant role in biology due to antioxidant, anti-inflammatory and antimicrobial properties. And the structure is given, it is a phenolic compound which is going to be extended, and you have a carboxylic acid chain as well here, and that makes this molecule very active. Then to this particular rosmarinic acid and the biomedical features of therapy, I told you that molecule which is going to have these two ortho-hydroxy groups along with the other groups can easily attach to the enzyme, show activity, and that increase the activity because of our drug which is present in the rosmarinic acid. This is apigenin, which is a flavonoid. So this I take it as an example for flavonoid. I will not be discussing flavonoids in all these plants. Sometimes when we have flavonoid is present in other plants, you should understand this is going to be similar to that of that, and we will have. In this is not having hardcore, but these two are closer and these two can easily connect to the molecule. Apigenin, a natural flavonoid, owes its medical significance to its structural features, its antioxidant capacity, attributes to a unique molecular arrangement, helps combat oxidative stress, reduces chronic disease like, and you have anti-inflammatory, anti-cancer, and many activity on these. Can I go on to the next, please? You can see what are the therapeutic potential of these. You will have a lot of things starting from anti-parasitic, anti-mutagenic, anti-cancer, and so many activities in these flavonoids. So these flavonoids can be taken as such or can be modified further as a derivatized compound and developed into a drug based on our further studies. So as I told you, I take that as an example for flavonoid, and I will not be giving examples of other flavonoids. I will be discussing that as flavonoid and just going further. Okay. This is a cariphyllene, is a sesquiterpene compound and found in a plant of structurally significant for the medicinal application due to unique characteristics. And you will see that when we go on to the next molecule, which is beta-carotene, the difference what you see in this and that is this is getting cleaved, and you will see that beta-carotene is again a terpene found in various plants, possesses a bicyclic structure. Its significance in medicine lies in selective activation of cannabinoid and contributing to anti-inflammatory, analgesic, and potential neuroprotective properties. The next plant we see is a very common again, aloe vera, which is Sotucatale, and it's going to have what is called as anthraquinone, and you also have aloin and aloimidine, which are going to be used for many things along with polysaccharides. The structure of aloin is given here. This aloin found in aloe vera is used as a laxative, and this is the reason why it is used in skincare products. Its structure featuring anthraquinone compound influence the laxative effect of irritating intestine, which we call this particular part as anthraquinone, and then the whole thing is going to be used for the promotion of skincare. The other one is aloe which is again derived from your aloe vera. The chemical structure contributes to its effectiveness as a laxative, relieving constipation. But whenever we take this, we have to be very careful on how we take it and the amount of the natural product that we consume. Sometimes if you take more, it may be what giving you a problem where you will have motion, free motion, and then you will have other discomfort as diarrhea and so on. The other plant which is very important is Brahmi, which is called in Tamil as Neer Brahmi, contains bacosides, flavonoids, as I told you, from apigenin. So you should use the same conditions here, and alkaloids and saponin, and these bacosides enhance memory and cognition. So whenever you have the other problems like Alzheimer's or cognitive disorders, This Brahmi is given as a supplement to improve the health, and it's also used as neuroprotective and anti-inflammatory as such. And some of the chemicals we have as bacoside. These bacosides are active compounds of Brahmi and are crucial in its medical use. Their molecular structure enhances cognitive function, memory and learning of the other properties. The other is ashwagandha, which is amukira. This is a chemical constituent. The chemical constituent of this include bidonolide, alkaloids, steroid, lactones, saponins and tannins that might help clean brain, reduce swelling. It lowers the blood pressure and other immune systems. So, bidonolide is class of compound which is given there, structurally related to immune modulation, antioxidant activity and potential anti-tumor properties. Amla, also known as Indian gooseberry, is a potent anti-Ayurvedic herb which contains vitamin C, ellagic acid and gallic acid. I am going a little faster because of time constraint, which I will be using to kind of complete the given molecules on time. Can I go on to the next, where what we have is ellagic acid, which is a molecule. Again, you have this as a complex polyphenolic structure with two aromatic rings connected to a carbon-carbon and carbon-oxygen bond, and it shows very important antioxidant and anti-inflammatory property, and because of this the plant as such is a medicinal plant. The other is gallic acid, which is a very important molecule used as a standard in some of the compounds, and it also shows antioxidant and protecting cell from oxidative damage and reducing the risk of chronic diseases. Coming to the next plant, which is a very common plant, which is ginger, where we use what is called as the root part of it, or we also use the gingerol, sag oils and gingerone. This is serving as a digestive aid, anti-inflammatory agent and pain reliever. Of this, the gingerol is the very common and predominant chemical, is a bioactive compound responsible for pungency in ginger, which you can smell and see, and sometimes when you put it in the mouth also you can infer the pungency of it. Its structure consists of a phenolic ring and a hydroxy group, and it is anti-inflammatory, digestive, cancer prevention and cardiovascular. So how is similar to that of what we have seen, which is a molecule which is present along with that and is going to give you the pain relieving and reducing inflammation. Gingerone, we can see similar structure as I was indicating in the previous case, aromatic ring, a OH and a OCH3 along with the side chain, indicating the activity structures. The next is a Nilavembu, is an annual herb which is distinctive and lance-shaped leaves, contains endocannabinoids, the primary bioactive compound, and medicinally it is used in immune support and antiviral, and very popular after COVID because we were using this very often in our regular use. Endocannabinoids are bioactive compounds that exhibit potent medical properties serving as antioxidant in the immune system enhancer and used for the liver health and to elevate respiratory conditions. The next is Punarvana, which is a perennial herb with similar pink and white flower. It contains a chemical constituents like alkaloid, flavonoid and retinoids, and it is a medicinal plant which is very popular for inflammation and disorders. This is a very important plant. I did not include in the list because it's not a very common Indian plant, which is Taxus brevifolia. It's a Pacific yellow tree, contains the chemical constituent paclitaxel, commonly known as Taxol, and this compound is a very important molecule for the anti-cancer and has brought out the importance of natural products in the anti-cancer activity and other related drug development. This is a Taxol derived from the bark of Passiflora. Is a potent anti-cancer natural product and a very important drug in our natural product discovery for cancer, and it fights against various maladies. In conclusion, the established, and from traditional remedies to modern pharmaceuticals, these compounds have a wide range of application and they play a crucial role in managing chronic conditions and promoting overall well-being as we explore the potential of these natural remedies. So what I presented today is to bring some insight into these natural products which are very important, and we have not these only, we have lot of chemicals similar to what we see here, which is bringing the anti-oxidant activity, and once it shows antioxidant activity, we can extend it to further and then find the structures. Finally, I thank the organizers for giving me this invitation to bring in this awareness. Thank you for your attention. Thank you so much.
Any questions from the students' point of view?
Good morning, sir. My name is Lokashi JS from Ethraj College, MSc Plant Biology and Biotechnology. You were talking about a lot of the chemical products, like natural products have all the chemical ingredients. So if you use the natural products, it's derived from the natural plants. If the plants get diseased, how will you treat that? So this is very expensive, right? You're buying all the plants, which is really costlier. So if it's affected, how will you derive all the natural components from all those plants?
This is again the drawback that I gave in the beginning, in the initial, saying this is the reason why our traditional medicine has transformed into allopathic medicine, right? Because we don't get all the plants in all places, that is one. We don't also get the required amount of plants. So that is the reason why people like Dr. Madheshwaran has taken the initiative to promote herbal gardens in all places so that we get all these plants. And whenever we go for this, it is not just bringing the medicinal plants, it is also to bring in the organic way of bringing, not to use the pesticides or any other thing. We have natural pesticides which is not harmful, like we can take some of the aloin which I showed you is showing anti-pesticide, that is, it's a pesticide. I think sir may be aware of, we have a person called Dr. Rajendran here who is developing these type of natural pesticide and using it for that, and he is also promoting all these natural products. So we not only have these natural products as medicine or medicinal molecule, but we also have them as pesticides and used in agriculture.
Yes, sir. And what is the process how to get the patenting for the products, like what you have told for turmeric and tulsi alone?
See, the process, whenever you go for patent, what is important is you have to show what is novel, which is not published. What you claim is your own. And if you can have that, you can patent it. Anything you can patent. You can either patent the molecule, if it is the novel molecule, or you can patent the process if the process is new, or you can, if you are saying the molecule is known, but if the activity is not known, and if the activity is the first thing that you are going to establish, then you can claim that I am going to patent the activity of this. That's it.
And currently, some projects are going under like chili, which causes heart attack. Is that real?
As I told you in the beginning, right? Whenever we use these chemicals, what is important is the dosage that we take, right? These molecules when you use as chili, right? How much of chili? Some people not in Tamil Nadu, but if you go to Andhra or Karnataka, you will see that people are eating chilies as it is, as a food, right? So when the dosage goes beyond, and if your metabolic system is not in a position to take that dose, it is going to cause fatal effects. That's the major problem.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Yes.
Yeah, one of the big mega biodiversity in India. Still it is a big issue in India. What is the reason, sir?
I don't get your question clearly.
Sir, I share
We have a lot of papers.
in anti-cancer activities, whatever it is. A lot of theses are published, but still it is cancer is a big issue in India. What is the reason, sir?
See, whatever you see as a paper, right, anti-cancer activity is just theoretical research. We are not going further into a clinical research. After seeing the clinical research, only you can bring it as a product, drug. Whatever you see, right, is showing anti-cancer activity. You have a lot of chemicals, lot of complexes, along with natural products, acting as natural. But you have to establish that. For establishing it as a drug, you have to not only show the efficacy of this molecule, but you should also show that this is not showing any toxicity.
Okay, sir.
Right? So that unless you establish that, it is not going to come as a drug.
Okay, thank you.
Any questions?
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Really, we had a nice session. I now request Dr. R. Murugeswar, Deputy Director, National Medicinal Plan Board, to honor the resource person with a shield. For the scholars, tea is arranged outside. Have a tea and come within 5 or 10 minutes.